Hey, welcome to a new video. Albinism is a rare genetic condition that occurs worldwide, affecting approximately 1 in 20,000 people. It means that you have little or no pigment in your skin, hair, and eyes. In the past, these individuals were sometimes excluded, but nowadays you can see them shining in fields such as the fashion industry. Today we'll show you 20 unique albino individuals, and you won't believe they exist.
Are you new to this channel? Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And before we start, also like the video. Number 20.
Two teenage girls named Lucy Carpenter and Sammy McComb have formed a close friendship that has brought them not only joy, but also boosted their self-confidence through their shared love for fashion. Lucy and Sammy, both diagnosed with a rare form of albinism, crossed paths for the first time in their early years, when their mothers met during an event. Lucy explained that she has a specific type of albinism. This condition affects her skin, hair, and eyes, and also causes visual impairments. Her delicate features and sensitivity to light make her particularly susceptible to sunlight. The mothers of these girls recall noticing distinctive features from the moment they were born. For instance, Lucy's mother remembers seeing her baby with a head of full white hair, reminiscent of a little granny. Concerned about her daughter's vision, she took her to an eye doctor when she was only 2 months old. During this visit, the doctor confirmed the absence of color in Lucy's eyes, indicating that she likely had the most severe form of albinism. Sammy's mother only became aware of her daughter's condition when she was just 6 weeks old.
Number 19.
A 4-year-old girl named Joanna was found wandering in a market in China, blind and confused. She was taken to an orphanage, where a few years later, an American couple adopted her. The American couple explained that when they first walked in, the other children were scared, while Joanna was the only one smiling. She approached them, took their hands, and led them to play on the slide. The girl was incredibly happy when the couple took her home. At the age of 9, her parents realized she was obsessed with skateboarding and dancing. In an interview, her parents also revealed that they knew she had albinism right away, but they didn't know the specific condition. It turned out that she had a rare genetic neurological disorder, known as FBX011. Mutations or variations in the FBX011 gene are associated with certain neurological development disorders and intellectual disabilities.
Number 18.
When Rosamir de Andrada held her newborn baby in her arms, she was astonished by the striking differences in appearance. Despite Rosamir and her ex-husband both being of African descent, their daughter Ruth had fair skin, blonde hair, and blue eyes. This surprising contrast was a result of Ruth's rare genetic condition called albinism. Later, Rosamir had 2 more children with albinism. The stark contrast between the mother and the 3 of her children is so pronounced that she's often mistaken for their babysitter. People with albinism are frequently exposed to various challenges. In the case of these children, they're highly sensitive to sunlight, requiring them to apply SPF 100 sunscreen every 2 hours and limit their outdoor activities to nighttime. Besides the societal challenges, the children struggle with their educational journey. Albinism often leads to poor eyesight, making it difficult for them to see the blackboard or fully participate in lessons. On hot days when the sunlight is intense, the albino children must seek shelter to protect their sensitive skin from the blinding sun.
Number 17.
In the world of fashion, there exists a dynamic duo that has captured the hearts of many on Instagram. Meet Rosemary and Christina. They're 24-year-old identical sisters from New York. What sets these fashion-conscious sisters apart is their rare albinism. But the rarity doesn't stop there. The likelihood of twins being born with albinism is so elusive that they remain a mystery to doctors. Growing up on the bustling streets of Manhattan, Rosemary and Christina always had a fiery passion for fashion. However, it wasn't until they embarked on their university journey that their perception of albinism underwent a profound transformation. Surrounded by a community of open-minded individuals at Thomas Jefferson University and Philadelphia University, the twin sisters discovered a newfound sense of acceptance and love. Now armed with their recently earned masters in global fashion enterprise, Rosemary and Christine are determined to inspire others to embrace their skin they were built in. Rosemary and Christina are determined to inspire others to embrace the skin they were born in. Through their ever-evolving presence on Instagram, the sisters showcase their impeccable style, challenge conventional beauty standards, and shed light on the beauty of albinism.
Number 16.
It was a chance encounter at a shopping mall that caught the attention of photographer Amina, as she was immediately drawn to the beauty of a young girl. However, what she didn't know was that the girl named Ependiva had not 1 but 2 rare genetic conditions. The girl's appearance is the result of albinism and heterochromia, 2 extraordinary conditions that have blessed her with a unique look. Her albinism is characterized by a lack of melanin pigment, resulting in her white blonde hair and pale skin. But it's her eyes that can truly enchant you. One eye radiates with a striking blue hue, while the other exudes warmth with a brown tint. Intrigued by this extraordinary combination, Amina was determined to capture the child's essence through her camera lens. With this newfound connection, an eagerly awaited portrait session was scheduled to reveal the depth and complexity of her striking appearance.
Number 15.
In Pembroke Pines, Florida, there's a remarkable pair of twins who couldn't be more different. Sharik and Tariq, both 9 years old, have a unique story. Sharik was born with albinism, while on the other hand, Tariq was born without this condition, making their physical appearances markedly distinct. However, this wasn't their parents' first encounter with albinism. They had previously welcomed a daughter with the same condition 10 years before the twins. Now 20 years old, their older sister, Shataria, has become a mentor and source of support for Sharik, who has faced negativity. The twins Sharik and Tariq often encounter disbelief when they tell others that they're twins. Sharik describes Tariq as funnier than her, while Tariq finds herself calmer and simply ignores people's comments. Unfortunately, the older sister also faced bullying due to her albinism while growing up. She recalls being confused about why she was treated differently outside the loving environment she had at home.
Number 14.
In Istanbul, Turkey, a family of 4 faces numerous challenges due to their shared genetic condition. We now know that albinism is a hereditary condition, present from birth. Both parents must carry the gene to pass it on, even if they don't have albinism themselves. In this case, both parents had it, and they acknowledged that living with albinism can be tough and cause issues. When the parents were growing up, they didn't have much information about the condition, unlike what's available today. The father, who works in a mosque, still encounters ignorance because of his appearance. The mother, who teaches geography at a high school, has experienced being treated differently solely based on her appearance. Despite the challenges, the parents strive to instill self-esteem in their kids. They constantly remind their children of their beauty, and hope for a more positive and accepting attitude.
Number 13.
Connie Chiu grew up in one of the many housing estates in Kowloon, Hong Kong in the 1970s. She vividly remembers often suffering from the scorching summer sun while growing up in the city. Seeking relief from the intense sun, her family made a life-changing decision when she was 7 and moved to Sweden. Connie began her modeling career in the early 1990s, taking her first step into the industry at the age of 24. Now in her late 40s, she skillfully balances her modeling work with a newfound passion for jazz singing. Her adventure in the world of modeling began at the age of 21, when her sister approached her to participate in one of her last fashion shows. A few years later, her professional modeling career kicked off, after renowned French fashion designer Jean-Paul Gaultier responded positively to a black and white photo she sent him. Her journey included gracing magazine covers and walking runways for top fashion brands. In addition to her modeling work, she also took on other projects, including memorable appearances in music videos.
Number 12.
An 8-year-old albino girl from Yakutia, also known as Narayana, has garnered attention and received offers from modeling agencies due to her unique appearance. With her strikingly pale hair and skin, she earned the nickname Snow White. While she stands out among her family members, all of whom have black hair, local reports have described her as strikingly blonde, with porcelain-like skin. Despite multiple requests from modeling agencies, her mother hesitates to have her daughter pursue a career in front of the camera at such a young age. Fascinating photos of the Siberian Snow White clearly showcases her dazzling pale features. It's also a striking contrast to compare Narayana with her 14-year-old sister, Karina, who has dark hair. Narayana's parents, Alina and Albert, have shared that Narayana is the first albino in their family history. While the girl has shown interest in modeling, her focus for now remains on her childhood hobbies of dancing and drawing.
Number 11.
John and Liz Grabowski, along with their albino children, appeared on TLC's television series called Born with Albinism. Their family consists of 2 biological children, Mika and Alex, and 5 adopted children from China, 4 of whom have albinism. The television cameras provided a glimpse into their daily lives and shed light on the challenges they face due to this genetic condition. The story of how the family came together is quite remarkable. Initially, John and Liz set out to adopt a baby girl. However, they eventually explored the world of adoption and were pleasantly surprised when they were matched with Lily. They didn't initially consider adopting children with albinism, but they felt an immediate connection with the girl and knew she had to be a part of their family. After Lily, they went on to adopt May, the only child in their family without albinism. Following May's adoption, they thought their journey to adopt children was complete. Fate, however, had other plans. When they met Kaylin, Liz and John couldn't resist the pull to welcome her into their family, and that's how their family became complete.
Number 10.
Thondo Hopa is a South African model, activist, and lawyer. Born in 1989 in Sebokeng, she's known as the first woman with albinism to grace the cover of Vogue magazine. She's become a trailblazer in the fashion industry as an advocate for marginalized communities. As a person with albinism, she has used her platform to raise awareness about the challenges faced by people with this condition. She's always open to discussing albinism and debunking the myths and misconceptions about the condition. However, her influence extends beyond the world of fashion. With a background in law, she has leveraged her legal expertise to advocate for the rights of those who feel marginalized. Her work is focused on promoting diversity and inclusion in various facets of society and advocating for equal opportunities. Her voice has also been heard on prestigious platforms, including the annual World Economic Forum meeting in Davos.
Number 9.
Laura and Mara Bawar, the albino twin sisters from Brazil, have made a remarkable impact in the fashion world due to their unique appearance and inspiring story. They were born with albinism and were discovered at a later age by a Swiss photographer. In Sao Paulo, Laura and Mara became part of his project Flores Raras, which aims to celebrate diversity and beauty in all of its forms. Their participation in this project also launched their careers in the fashion world, where they quickly garnered attention with their distinctive appearance. The sisters have collaborated with various fashion and beauty brands, and their work has contributed to changing conventional beauty standards. Their success and popularity have also earned them a significant following on social media, where they regularly share their life experiences and highlights from their modeling careers. This online presence has further amplified their influence and recognition.
Number 8.
Deandra Forrest is an Afro-American model and actress who has had significant impact on the fashion industry. She has the distinction of being the first female model with albinism to be signed to a major modeling agency. Deandra's unique appearance and undeniable talent have earned her recognition and opportunities that have helped break down barriers. Her striking features, including her fair skin, blonde-like hair, and enchanting blue eyes, have made her a standout presence in the industry. Her modeling career began when she was discovered by a photographer, and since then, she's been with several modeling agencies, including Elite Model Management. Throughout her career, Deandra has graced numerous magazine covers, walked the runways of prestigious fashion shows, and even collaborated with renowned designers and brands. In addition to her successful modeling career, she's also ventured into the world of acting. For example, she's appeared in various music videos and played roles in television shows and films.
Number 7.
Baraka and Mwigulu are roommates living in seclusion in Tanzania, where they are relentlessly pursued solely because of their appearance. Tanzania has become one of the highest percentages of albinism in the world, and people with albinism here are targeted due to superstitions. They're wrongly believed to be ghostly beings or cursed creatures. For instance, Mwigulu had his arm brutally amputated at the age of 10, and the attackers fled with his limb. In their village, it's believed that body parts of people with albinism possess magical powers, and local witch doctors sell them for large sums of money. They believe that mixing the bones and organs of people with albinism into a mythical brew will bring them success in life. Eventually, authorities were able to apprehend the attackers, and after spending 2.5 years in detention, the men received a total of 62 years in prison. As for the boy named Baraka, he's also found himself frequently in similar situations. In 2017, the boys embarked on a challenging journey to New York City to receive prosthetic limbs.
Number 6.
Elmi Bao Muhammad is a 25-year-old man from Somalia who's experienced severe stigmatization due to his albinism. People in his community have spread false beliefs and accused him of cannibalism, expressing fear that he would harm children. He constantly hears derogatory remarks about his fair skin, hair, and eyes. In search of a better life, he tried to move, but was rejected numerous times when seeking a place to live. Eventually, he had to settle for a storage shed for which he paid $30 a month. There, people regarded him as cursed and would throw a mixture of salt water and raw eggs on his doorstep, believing it would protect them from him. He eventually managed to secure a job as a cleaner in a restaurant. However, customers began avoiding the establishment, fearing they would contract albinism, despite it not being contagious. As a result, Elmi lost his job and resorted to begging, barely earning enough to meet his basic needs. Fortunately, his decision to move paid off when the International Organization for Migration offered him a job as a field observer in communities affected by displacement. In this role, Elmi has taken on the responsibility of combating misconceptions and negative stigmatization surrounding albinism in Somalia.
Number 5.
In May 2021, a British family achieved the prestigious Guinness World Record for having the highest number of siblings with albinism. The Coventry family, consisting of 6 siblings, proudly carries the genetic condition that affects their melanin production. They inherited their albinism from their parents, Aslam and Shamim, a couple born in Pakistan. 2 non-albino siblings of Aslam also had 3 children who inherited the recessive genetic condition that causes albinism. Unfortunately, Shamim's sister and one of her albino children passed away. Otherwise, the family would have a total of 17 albino members. Albinism, however, completely skipped the most recent generation of 14 family members. During their childhood, albino siblings were often excluded from birthday parties and constantly picked last for school teams. They also faced constant rejection by social groups, resulting in a lack of friendships. The family never truly felt at home in their community and had to endure acts of vandalism, such as smashed windows and even incidents where fireworks were pushed through their letterbox.
Number 4.
Kimberly used to be plagued by the hurtful nickname Inside Out Oreo, which affected her self-confidence. But fortunately, she has since gained a lot of confidence. Her career as a model started relatively recently, and she hopes to make albinism more mainstream. Kimberly's type of albinism is very severe, and she always needs to have sunscreen to cover up. She's also been diagnosed with nystagmus, which causes her eyes to wobble, especially when she is emotional, sad, frustrated, or tired. Her vision lacks depth perception, so she uses a white cane to safely navigate stairs. When a woman named Deborah first saw Kimberly, she wanted to adopt her right away. After going through the process with social services, Kimberly joined the family just before her 3rd birthday. Deborah already had a good understanding of albinism as she had another child, Jonathan, who also had the condition. They later adopted another child, Harriet, who also had the same type. They also adopted another child, Harriet, who also had albinism. Deborah acknowledges that Kimberly's condition has affected her more than she admits, especially during her teenage years when she saw her appearance and body shape was different. However, Kimberly has shared that she wishes she had darker skin, but has since come to accept her albinism.
Number 3.
Sean Ross, born and raised in the Bronx, has overcome significant challenges in his life as a person with albinism. During his youth, he faced discrimination and bullying from his peers, receiving hurtful nicknames like Powder and Casper the Ghost. At the age of 16, Sean's talent and passion for dance led him to 5 years of training at the prestigious Alvin Ailey School. However, it was through the power of the internet that his career truly took off. Sean was discovered on YouTube, catching the attention of industry professionals who recognized his unique beauty and potential. In 2008, he made a remarkable transition into the world of fashion. Since then, he's collaborated with an impressive array of fashion designers, graced the pages of renowned magazines, and appeared in numerous campaigns for prestigious brands. In 2018, Sean embarked on a meaningful collaboration, creating the clothing line In My Skin. This innovative project aimed to raise awareness about albinism and use fashion as a platform to challenge societal misconceptions. However, Sean hasn't limited himself to the world of fashion. He also ventured into the realms of music and acting. For example, he appeared in standout music videos, including Beyoncé's Pretty Hurts, Lana Del Rey's Tropico, and Katy Perry's E.T.
Number 2.
Asel and Camila are 2 sisters from Kazakhstan who were born with a 12-year age difference. They share a strong bond with each other because they both have albinism. Their brother has a more conventional appearance, and their mother was surprised when she first saw her daughters. Even the doctors were taken aback and speculated about the possibility of an ethnic Russian father. Asel began her career as a fashion model at the age of 10, gaining attention on social media. Initially, everyone was shocked and didn't know how to deal with this new reality. However, their mother discovered that some of their ancestors also had albinism, shedding light on the genetic inheritance. She proudly states that Asel excels academically, and that albinos don't significantly differ from other children except for their hair color, eyelashes, eyes, and skin tone. While it was challenging in the beginning, she's grown up comfortable in her own skin.
Number 1.
Nastya Zydkova is a 19-year-old albino model from Ukraine who has gained recognition as one of the most beautiful people in the world. Her features, including blonde hair and enchanting pink eyes, make her look extraordinary and captivating. Nastya developed albinism at a young age, making her stand out among her peers and attracting curious looks. Unfortunately, she also faced discrimination and bullying because of her appearance. However, her luck changed when a modeling agency noticed her extraordinary skin tone and signed her as one of their models. Thanks to this opportunity, she got a chance to showcase her beauty. With her new modeling career, her popularity skyrocketed, and she became an internet sensation. Do you know someone with albinism? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos we made, click one on the screen or take a look at the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.